Right then, this is the video where we start to sort out the men from the boys. Sorry if that's a bit sexist, girls from the women. It doesn't really work quite so well as an expression. But this is the idea where we start now really to think about, they say normalising your database. I just say, sorting out so you don't type something in that you've typed in previously. Let's go to TBL DVD. We've seen in the video that we have the idea that we got a film called The Magic Roundabout. And we're going to put a I'm not really sure it's any of those. Again, what we can do here, little nice touch, is say, oh, actually it's a children's film, so it's none of those. I'm just going to click away just for a second. Let's come back into here, go into my TBL genre, and I'll put children's, and we'll close that down, and we'll pop back to here, and we should hopefully find that updated, but it hasn't done. The reason for that is I need to close it down, and we'll try again. TBL DVD, and there we go. When we start doing this through forms, actually it will work, but I'm not going to forms yet. And certificate, I think it was a U. The whole point is this: I had 2 copies of the Magic Roundabout. I don't want to have to type it in again. So how do I overcome this problem? Well, I'm going to overcome this problem in the following way. What I'm actually going to do is, instead of calling this TBL DVD, I'm just going to call this TBL DVD title. Okay? And I'm going to put that there. And I'm now going to create another table in design view. And this one, I'm going to basically put down this copy. Let's call it DVD copy ID. And then we're actually going to call it DVD title ID. I'm going to make this an auto number. I'm going to set it as the primary key. I am now going to change this to a lookup wizard. Okay? And I'm going to look up the values in the table, and I'm this time going to go with my DVD title. It's going to say, what do you want to appear in here? Do you know what? I'm going to put them all in. And I'm going to press next. And it's going to say, how do you want to sort it? I think logic says we should sort it on the title of the DVD, so they're in alphabetical order. I'm going to press next. Hide key column recommended. Do you know what? I'm going to leave that there. Now you notice genre and certificate. These are actually displaying. In fact, they're displaying the primary keys in each of those. So if I'm thinking actually maybe that's not such a clever thing to do, so what I'm going to do is just take the genre and the certificate back out, and we'll come back in here, and we'll go again we'll sort it on the title. We'll press next. So here are my films, and we'll go next, and we'll go finish. We'll press yes, and I'm going to call this TBL DVD copy. I'm going to press OK, and now I'm going to start to put some data in here. I've got 2 copies of the Magic Roundabout. Oh, can't see that. Let's expand that a little bit. DVD number 1 of all. Imagine now I'm putting my DVDs in for the first time, actually recording the copies of things. DVD number 1, the barcode number 1, Magic Roundabout. I've got 2 copies of the Magic Roundabout. So, DVD number 1 in my collection is the Magic Roundabout, and DVD number 2 in my collection is the Magic Roundabout. If I had 5 copies of the Magic Roundabout, I am able to give them all their own unique copy ID number. So, if someone came in, let's say all 5 were rented out, and number 3 wasn't returned, I would be able to record which person hired that specific copy of the Magic Roundabout. And this is what happens. If a DVD shop gets 40 copies of a new DVD, every single individual copy of that DVD would get their own unique number. And this is why we require this extra table. So what happens is that, let's say, and we'll do this right now, I'm going to press yes here now. Let's say that, and it would ultimately be done through forms, not through tables, but I'm keeping things nice and simple because we're just looking at the structure of this database at this moment in time. What would happen? We get a new DVD coming in. I'm trying to think of something that probably is brand new nowadays. It's not out yet, but let's say we get a copy of Slumdog Millionaire. I'm sure some of you probably got copies of Slumdog Millionaire already. You shouldn't have, because it's still on at the cinema. So, in my title, I would put Slumdog Millionaire. I type it in once. It's a... oh, of course, it's a drama. And I think it's a 15. Okay? And now, I put that in once into my database. I go back to my table of DVD copies, and if I get 6 copies of that, number 6 is Slumdog. Number 7 is also Slumdog. Number 8 is Slumdog. You get the idea. And what I would simply do is that I would write little barcodes on the back of those 6 copies. One would have a barcode sticker saying, this is DVD number 6, 1, DVD number 7, 1, DVD 8, 1, DVD 9, 10, 11. I'm hoping that you get the idea behind that now. In this way, what we're able to do is give every single DVD in our video shop its own unique number. Okay, just very quickly. Oh, not sure what's happened to our relationships there. Why don't we bring them back on? DVD title and DVD copy. So now we have a relationship diagram that looks a little bit like this, and we're going to move on in a moment to looking at the orders. And you'd think it would just be, oh, customers here, orders there. Nope, 3 tables to go in there. It's going to be customers, orders, and order items. We'll have a look at that in a moment.